guys, what's going on? Yes, we're back live. Yeah, we did that live the other day, and the audio was horrific, so we had to take it down. And we're going to do it all over again. So I'm going to share this really quick. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, it's working. Guys,
it says it's live.
You got to do me a favor. You got to let us know how the audio is. So please, we're going to share it. What's going on, guys? Jeff has the volume on here. Second.
Okay.
Yes. Hang on.
Yeah, we didn't find out until afterwards. We went to go listen to the video, and it was bad. It was bad. You couldn't make anything out. So, but yeah, if you hear anything or you can't hear something, let us know. Throw it in the comments, and so we can see and we can try to correct it.
I'm going to try to fix this actually over here. Hey, Cody, what's going on? Hey, you guys, it's going to block me out. I don't know why it won't let me shrink this. I give up, man. I don't know. I'm going to have to move over. That's just the way it goes.
That's fine. Here, I'll move over.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's going. Hey, love the cartoon you posted. Oh, Cody, was that great? I was like, I saw the two of them together, and it was Jeff and Cody, and I almost fell over. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I was like, there's no way. So I had to tag you in it. It was great. But yeah, guys. Like I said, the live we did the other day, we were so happy with it, and then we played it back. Cody, how's the audio? Please tell me. Are we clear? Like, sound-wise, it's not garbled, it's not funky. I want to make sure. Let's see. I think Cody left us. Cody,
I'm giving it a couple seconds to see if anybody says anything.
Cody, did you leave us? I guess we're okay. I'm gonna assume we're okay. I'm in the chat.
It sounded okay on my phone.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it did actually. Okay. He said sounds great. Okay. Thank you, Cody. Wonderful. Okay. We're good. Yeah. I don't know if anybody's even going to watch this early, but this is the time we have because tonight we're actually going to be doing the portal experiment in the new house tonight with the mirrors, like we did before in the old place. So we're hoping we get the same results. We're really excited about it. But why we're doing this video like we did last week, we're going to explain about our new house. And we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you a little bit of the history and what's going on here. We're really excited. So for those of you that don't know, Jeff and I moved in here in October. And we took a little bit of a hiatus because we did it all ourselves. We did not hire movers. We did it to save money. And it was, it almost killed me and him, but everything's basically done now. As you can see, this room's done. Thank you, Renee, so much. Thanks, you guys. So yeah, we have to do it again. The audio on the last one was bad. It was bad. You could, I couldn't even believe it. But anyway, yes, we moved to Lockport, Illinois, south side of Chicago, the southwest suburbs. We're in the country area of Lockport. We're like 3 minutes from Old Joliet prison that you guys have seen us investigate. And Lockport is a very active and well-known haunted town in the suburbs of Chicago. They're very proud about their paranormal activity here. So we're in the best spot we could be. A
lot of limestone.
Tons of limestone. Limestone quarries. Our foundation is all limestone. For those of you that are wondering why limestone? Limestone's a great conductor of energy. And that's something I have to say and put out there. I learned that the first time many moons ago, not to age me, but I'm old. Jason Hawes, when he did the Stanley Hotel, Jason was the one who was talking about the limestone and about the water. And I went, learned it from him, and then I researched it myself. So I've always, limestone. Cody said, we can't wait to check out the new place. You guys are coming to stay. You know that. Absolutely. You guys are staying April for sure. Hopefully Eau Claire, you guys are going to do the Eau Claire conference. So yeah, you're going to stay here on your way home. Fred said so, Cody. We have the debt bell on. We have other equipment on, but yeah, they're very active here, as you guys can hear. I'm sure other stuff will go off in a minute. But to explain, the house was built in 1899 by a Mr. Fred Munson and his wife. They were Swedish immigrants, and they belonged to the Swedish Lutheran Church when they moved here. He built 2 homes on the homestead on this property, us being the second house. The main house is on the corner. There's only 4 houses on our street. Like I said, we're kind of in a country area. So Fred and his wife moved in. They had children, obviously. And one of Fred's children, his name was Frida. She became a nurse. We'll go this way first, then I'll go back to Alcord. She was married. She married a doctor in New York, Dr. Whitehead. He passed away tragically. She moved back here with her 3 children. She was then living in this house with her sister, Mary, who was a matron at the women's prison at Old Joliet, and the 3 kids. When Mr. Munson got elderly and ill, he had diabetes. He passed away in the home from a diabetic coma he was in for 3 days. And right? Yes, Fred, I know, I'm telling him. And Fred was, according to the newspapers, Fred does it all the time, his obituary stated that he was waked here in the house, in this very room, in the parlor, probably by the window. I'm going to assume that's usually what they did. So he passed here and he was waked here. Children also passed away in this home from different infirmaries. There's a lot more that I don't know after 1950, especially because I have to go to the Historical Society and they're not open right now in the winter to get stuff that I couldn't get from online. The second thing, there was a tenant here before Frida moved in, Fred's daughter, the nurse, right? He became the assistant Warden Alcord of Old Joliet Prison. But when he lived here at the time in the 1920s, he was just a jailer at Old Joliet. And him and his wife and his kids lived here, according to the census. But the thing about Warden Alcord, as we know, this guy, there's a lot of good things he did in newspapers. They said, well, one article, which creeped me out and told me what we need to know about this guy's personality. 2 inmates had a fist fight, just 2 guys having it out, no big deal, no weaponry, nothing like that. And the Warden Alcord, assistant Warden Alcord, said to them, he decreed, well, your punishment is you're going to fight to the death. And that made it into the newspaper. Oh, yeah. And he made them fight to the death. One man succumbed to his injuries, blunt force trauma to the head. It was in the newspaper and he died. And that's what kind of warden he was. So can you imagine? So it's like, it makes me think like what type of energy he had in this home and how was he to his family? You know, was he, who knows? I'm just speculating, but that's not good energy. Anybody that can do that, that's kind of deranged, you know? So he lived here for about 10 years as a renter. So that there's a lot of history else. There's more to it. And I'll get now the spiritual aspect. The Munsons who lived here, and it was their homestead and who built it, said they were Swedish Lutheran, people. And they suddenly became, I don't know if they stayed Swedish Lutheran, which they could have. They became spiritualists. And in the newspaper, it would show the meetings, that the announcements that they would have here in this home. Frida, especially, and her sister Mary, would have spiritualist meetings here all the time, which, for those who don't know, the spiritualist movement was the late 1800s, early 1900s. So it was seances, Ouija boards, trumpets, the automatic writing. They were communicating with spirit, and they did it in this house. They had famous psychic mediums, quote unquote. Why I say that? Because back then there were a lot of frauds from Peoria, from New York. They stayed in this home. And I would say to people, a lot of those people were frauds, whatever. Granted, but no matter if you're a fraud or not, with your evidence, they were opening doorways. If you're calling the spirit and you're sitting around a table and you're joining your energy, you're going to open a door and you're going to call things in, whether you're a fraud or not. Hey, Joseph. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It is. Hi, Joseph. We're doing really good. We're exhausted. The house is finally done. We're finally all moved in. And I'm giving the history of our home, and now we'll get into the activity too. And I'm going to have Jeff tell you the activity because that's his part. I'm the historian. Jeff tells the activity. But I'm trying to think if I missed anything. So yeah, this was a spiritualist meeting house. People passed away here. I'm sure there's probably more. There's also right in the vicinity, a block away is Lockport Cemetery 2. Another block that way we have Dellwood Park, and we took you guys there last summer on a daytime tour. It's called Dead Man's Cave, and one of the prisoners from Old Joliet escaped. He hid in Dellwood Park in the tunnels, and it was cemented. They were working, and he died from cement, like they buried him, and that's a true story. So that's there. We're right a block from there. We're a block from the cemetery. The land was Potawatomi way back in the time, indigenous peoples. We're right on the Des Plaines River, and the I&M Canal is one block that way. So we're right in the center of a lot of the hot spots.
And you said Joliet Prison, right?
And Joliet Prison.
Joliet Prison's like 3-4 miles.
Yeah, not
like maybe 10 minutes from here.
Not even. Yeah. Right, exactly. Yes. See, also, I forgot what I was going to say now. It was the prison. It was, the Potawatomi. Yes, you reminded me. Okay. We're on the Des Plaines River, the I&M Canal, the Potawatomi. This was reservation land at the time. There was encampments here in Lockport and Runyon. That was it. The founders of Lockport were the Runyons, and there are cemeteries in the woods here in Lockport. It's a very famous spot. There's 3 marked graves, but there could be more people buried there. And it's known for the witch grave. And I use that term lightly because I take a little bit of offense because, everybody's a witch. Oh, and she's a witch. She's got to be a witch because she's a woman, But, is it a witch? We don't know. But that's what they claim is there. It's a very active location, though. Lockport's right up our alley. It's all on limestone, all underneath us. Correct. Fred says yes. All underneath us is limestone. The quarries are huge. We're kind of believe it or not, people don't realize about Chicagoland or Illinois. We're like in a very hilly area. Almost, I call it little mountains. We're way up on a hill, and then it goes way down. Our street is like this. We're like on an angle. So it's pretty cool. We're by the woods. Like I said, it's very nice, very country, very, very active, as you can kind of hear. But so getting to the good part, yes, we're going to tell him, Fred, we moved in. That's always Fred. And my spirits are here for those that were asking before. Joe said Des Plaines River. Wasn't that where they found a victim of Gacy's? Gacy was on the north side, Joseph, where I used to live. Gacy, that was my neighborhood. Gacy was a few blocks from me. But the Des Plaines River runs all the way south. It goes all the way to Wisconsin, too. Right. So, Gacy's victims weren't in the Des Plaines. They were in the river off the I-55 bridge in Joliet. So that's where he dumped 5 minimum victims, not too far from here too. And also, speaking of Gacy, before I forget, if you sit in my sunroom right now at night and you look that way with the trees not having leaves, if you can, because we're up on the hill, you could see across the river. And you can see Stateville Penitentiary, which is no longer open, but the lights are on. And that's where John Wayne Gacy was executed. Right. That might be John too. Yeah. So if I sit out there, I can look right at Stateville where Gacy was executed, which is crazy. I know. It's a full circle for me. So we move in. Night 1. The cats aren't here yet. I want to make that clear. Yeah.
Let's even hit it before that. So the day that we're moving in, the landlord meets us at the house and he's like, all right, let's go through and make sure everything's okay. So we do it. We go through the checklist. And as I'm doing that, she decides, because we just got the dead bell, she's like, oh, let's just see if this thing works. And of course, the landlord's like, what is that? And we're like, and we're explaining to him, oh, it's a dead bell. He's like, oh, a what? And we're like, a dead bell. So we had to explain it. We turn it on. It's not doing anything while we're talking. Right away, Lorelai says, Fred, are you here? Ring it twice for yes, once for no. And it goes ding, ding. And you should have seen the landlord. I thought we were going to have to change his pants.
Yeah, I thought he was. I thought he was going to rip up the contract. Yeah,
we were honestly, and then we were asking questions, and it's dinging and it's answering, and he's looking at me and he's like, "Is this for real?" And we're like, "Yeah, this happens a lot." I go, and this is what we do on the side. So he was really excited to hear that, and he's like, "Well, ask it a few other things." So we did, and it was dinging. So that was it for that, and we ended it pretty quick because he had stuff to do too. But so we get done, we call it a day, we go upstairs for the night, and 2 a.m, we wake up to the fire alarm yelling "fire, fire," and the alarm's blaring. So now we're frantic. We're up like right away. I'm running downstairs to check the furnace room. I'm running around, and at the time we didn't know this, but the next day we get the same thing. This time, Lorelai calls me at work and says, "Hey, I'm sitting in the living room, and now the alarm's going off in the living room." And I said, "So it's not going off anywhere else, just in the living room?"
Fire, fire, fire. Everywhere I'd go, whatever room I was in, it would go off.
And the way this alarm system is when one goes, they all go. So even if you test it, they'll all go at one time. That's the way it's supposed to be. So the first night when it went off, it was only in the bedroom, because when I ran downstairs, nothing was going on downstairs, and they even have one in the basement. It was doing nothing. So it was definitely only in the bedroom. And then the second day, it was going off numerous times.
In the living room.
Only in the living room.
And I would run upstairs, nothing. Basement, nothing.
So then that night, I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun, because, of course, I love my sleep, and I got to get up early for work. So we go to sleep. I make it till, I think it's 5 o'clock. I don't hear anything. I'm laying in the bed. 5:20. Fire, fire. And it's going off again in the bedroom. Lorelai gets up, sits up in the bed, and now you can tell she's mad. She's like, "That's it. I've had enough. You guys are allowed to be here. You're allowed to hang out here. You're allowed to try to talk to us, but you're not allowed to play with the alarm system and do stuff like that and be waking us up." She goes, "Do you understand me?" And that was it. It hasn't done it since. No. We haven't had another problem with the alarm since that day.
Right.
And there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Right, Fred? No alarms. Yeah. So,
and I've been asking everybody, like, coming home, I go right past Irish Legend and
St. James Sag.
St. James Sag. And every day I'm like, "Come on, Mary, come on, Dottie." Those of you who've watched our videos, you know who we're talking about. So I ask him to come on. I go, "Come on to the house. Come visit. Come visit." So since I've been doing that, we've been getting the dead bell going off and different things like that.
Thank you, Sherry. Hi, everybody. Hi, welcome, welcome. Yes, we're just talking about our house and the history. If you guys missed it, please go back and watch it. We tell you the history of our home, what has occurred here, what we know for fact, and what I dug up with my research. And there will be more, like I said, once I can get into the Historical Society, once they open again, I'm going to do a lot more digging. There was also, like I said, we live right off of Archer Avenue. That's the main street. It's called State Street in Lockport, but it's Archer. And for those of you that know, Archer might sound familiar, even if you're not from Chicago, that's Resurrection Mary. So she's also right up the street. Irish Legend, Resurrection Mary, St. James Sag Cemetery and church with the monks. We're in the heart of everything like that. Bachelor's Grove is only about 10 minutes.
Yeah, about 15, 20 minutes.
About 50, yeah, something like that. So we're in that sort of area. And the other thing, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old. Yeah. Also, we brought the cat. Now the cats are here, of course. Princey and Poe are here, and they're always reacting to stuff as usual. You know, we're watching them, but we haven't done an actual investigation in the house yet. We've turned stuff on, like we've got stuff on right now. Like I've got the REM part on, REM pods on. I've got static domes on, the dead bells on.
And the other night when we were trying to go live with the bad audio, we had the touch puck. Was constantly being lit up as though something kept touching it.
Oh, Sherry, I'm so sorry. Yeah, and we're right by Willow Springs. Yeah, exactly. It's Lamont, Willow Springs, Lockport, Joliet. That's our area, And so, yeah, we're going to do a full-blown investigation in the house. And when we do, we will go live to show you guys, like lights out, that kind of real investigation. our house is also, it's really convenient now because inside and out is fully equipped with, we have security cameras everywhere. So, it's like, it's, we can catch everything, which is great, inside or out. It's got audio, night vision, whatever. They're armed like all the time. I have it armed whenever we're home or not home. It's never not armed, our alarm system. So they haven't played with that yet, which I'm thankful for because I'll be grabbing weaponry.
No, instead we're getting like all these raccoons, we're getting cats, we're getting the groundhogs, we're getting the foxes, and not just one, but two. We got a white tip
and a black
tip
coyote
running around. Oh yeah, coyote. So yeah, it's been
but tell them why they come now.
Because she keeps asking them to come,
and I feed them. So
well, that's recent.
Yeah, I feed all of the animals. So my yard is a zoo of like wild animals. And
so now instead of the alarm yelling fire, now it's telling us there's movement in the backyard.
Yeah, coyotes. There's movement
in the backyard. Somebody's in the driveway.
And Jeff's going, there's a coyote in the backyard. And I'm running out there like, baby, where's my baby? I want to feed it and love it. Yeah.
And what is it? I went to take the garbage out last Tuesday. Yeah. I just walk out the door and the fox just stops and staring at me. And I'm like, and I just stop moving and I'm like, Lori, come out front. Lorelai. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she comes out. She's like, oh, and she's trying to go out and trying to hug it.
That's me. Oh, Sherry said my grandpa and one of my uncles gave Mary a ride a long time ago. I believe it. Mary's she's an active girl. She said my Uncle Mel was mayor of Orland Park for many years. Oh, very nice. I'll show you guys something real quick and we'll get into more about what's going on here and whatever. I'll show you this. Sherry will appreciate this. I got this at Chicago Paracon. An artist was making these. Really cool. I forgot who the artist was. Resurrection Mary. It's a print that I bought, which I thought was really cool. So, yeah. Very Chicago. I had to get a piece of that. So, and then also, here, the parlor is done. Behind me, if you guys can see, is all of the haunted artifacts, my serial killer artifacts, memorabilia, things like that. No, not like memorabilia. I'm a fan and I support serial killers. Dirt from locations. As you guys know, I have like artifacts from where these things occurred. We've got, there's tons that I'll have to show you guys, but all these shelves behind me are all part of like our little museum that we've got going on, which I'm going to expound on. Trust me. I've got like a 1920s Ouija board I got in Tennessee. We were with Cody and Satori. I got it at a antique store down there in Tennessee. There's tons of stuff in here. Very old stuff.
And then we got a shelf that has all our equipment on the opposite wall because you guys don't need to see that.
Yeah, it's just our equipment's all in front of us here. But yes, right, Fred. Yeah. You love your bell. I know. Hit that bell, Fred. Sherry said she might be here in July. I love it. Oh yeah, it's just fantastic out here. And so, yeah, we're going to, like I said, tonight, actually, what we're going to do. So you guys might be seeing, if you haven't already, you could see it below here. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. The only reason if you're watching us on Facebook right now, we're live on YouTube right now and Facebook. And I only did Facebook so that people would know that we are here. We're not dead. We're not gone. We were moving. It was a lot of work. My fibromyalgia was really bad. Migraines from all the physical stuff I was doing. So we needed a break. And I thought after the holiday, I'll rest. We can come back. Because we had Christmas here at our house with the whole family. So it was a lot. And, tonight we're going to do the portal experiment where we take two mirror. Yes. Are you going to? Okay, Fred. Get ready, Fred. We're going to take the two mirrors like we did before. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, it shows what it is below. It's the Boo Couple. And yes, Fred says, go do that. It's always free to subscribe. Click on the notification bell that lets you know whenever we upload anything or we go live. We'd really appreciate it if you'd watch us over on YouTube, because that's where all the lives will be from now on, like they were before, or any uploads. We don't do lives on Facebook and we don't upload to Facebook. I just share the links, and it's the algorithm. You know how that works on Facebook. You share YouTube videos. Facebook doesn't like it and they don't share it. So you're better off just subscribing on YouTube for free and you'll see the video, and it takes nothing. It's like I said, it's free. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Yes, we're in our new home. We're in the parlor, the real parlor.
We'll give you guys a tour of the house soon.
Absolutely. Yeah. You guys can see the whole thing. Like I said, when we do the investigation coming up soon, hopefully.
Or you'll see it part by part as we start doing live stuff.
Right.
As things start popping off.
Yeah. And if tonight, if the portals, if it's really kicking off, like if we're really getting anything like we've done before, we will go live with the phone in between the two mirrors and you guys can watch it live yourself. You're going to be looking into a portal through our phone and you can watch if there's anything happening, which was really incredible when we did it last year. We still have that up on our YouTube, and the evidence was mind-blowing.
And it was every only in the evening. You would get nothing during the day, but it was every evening that we did it. We got something.
Oh, it's incredible. The things you can see.
And different mirrors.
Right. And we seal the bathroom off from all lights. We have light blockers and everything. It's pitch dark. We put a red light on. You could see white light forming. If you go on our YouTube, you can see it. There's a clip. There's like a short. You could see all this white light moving within the mirror. It's insane.
Like if you were counting it out, like each repetitive, it was between the 8th and the 12th frame out is where you would see the movement. We even had one where in the bathroom, the REM pod went off. And then where the REM pod was, you saw light going across. It was just...
Yeah, you see the light going amazing through all the frames. Of course, if it's an infinity mirror, it starts from frame 1 and you'll see it all the way back. What we're talking about is this light would manifest only between like the 8th and 12th frame, not before.
In the first one. Yeah.
So the light wasn't in the room. So it was coming from inside the mirror in the portal. Go look for yourselves. It's crazy. I mean, it's some of the best stuff that I've ever seen. And we're going to do it again. We're going to recreate it, try to tonight, meaning the same setup, the mirrors, and we're going to put the phone in between it, put the red light on, seal it from all light. I'll put a REM pod in there, just like we did. Digital voice recorders I place in there as well. And I'm on the outside of the door and you'll hear me talking. And what I'm doing is if it's conscious, I'm hoping it'll hear me. And it happened before where I asked it, could you please show yourself in the portal? And then that's when it happens. So I communicate with it, hopefully that it's conscious. I don't have the answer to it, but it's just incredible phenomena. It's incredible activity of whatever. We don't know what it is. We don't know if it's the light is a portal opening or if it's spirit, if it's just conscious energy, if it's entity, if it's elemental. We don't know, obviously. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Yes, it's been a while. We are back. We had our hiatus for 3 months. We were moving. I'm telling everybody again, it's coming in. We're in our new house. It's finally set up. We're back. So, yeah. And like I said, we can't wait tonight we'll do the portal experiment upstairs. We'll be doing a full-blown investigation in our very active the Munson Homestead, and we call it the Munson Alcord Homestead. And like I said, built in 1899, and a lot of history here. And hopefully I'll learn a lot more. We will soon. Jeff lets me do all the research. He's like, you go for it.
You do it.
Yeah. He's the tech. He's the investigator tech guy. He builds all the stuff. And I'm stick my face in a computer, as you guys know, for 100 hours. And finally I have to come up for air, and Jeff is like, have you eaten today? I'm like, I don't know. Hang on. I found a Munson located in this. Oh, wait a minute. And then this happened. Here's a newspaper article. I don't stop, And
then I'm along the lines of trying to figure out.
REM pod.
So we got activity taking place too.
Izzy?
Beyond the bell.
Izzy, can you do that again? Can you make that light up again for me, please? It's really pretty when you do it.
Which one went off, do you know?
Yeah, the one by Izzy. Mine. The regular REM pod. It's in Izzy's lap.
Maybe they're excited because I was talking about the equipment. So yeah, speaking of equipment,
ahead.
we went out to, was it Pittsburgh? Or
No.
when we met up with the guy who made this thing.
Oh, Tennessee.
Oh, so we were out and I met up with a couple people and they were like, hey, this guy had this device. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to get one of these. So we bought a few. So Cody has one, Cody and Satori. I have one, and so does this guy, Ian. So the guy, Ian, is like, yeah, I make the casing, and I got a friend that's in the UK that builds the electronic part. And I'm like, oh, this is great.
So real quick, there's only 3 of these. Yes.
Yep.
Right.
So I'll show you what it is, and then we'll go from there. So it's a fairly thin box, but you kick it on, it'll all light up, and it basically shows when something goes across.
Yeah. It's really cool. So, as you can see,
we haven't gotten a chance to use it.
Right.
But we had it on one night, and we got a couple spots, and we were, and the cats were looking, so we know something was going on.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Fred.
Oh yeah, now it's going crazy.
Fred's like,
so
yes.
We get this thing, and Ian sends me a message and says, hey, just so you know, your devices have shipped. The negative part is, I'm sorry to report that the guy who put it together had passed. So he goes, we're not repairing it or anything, so it'll just be us 3 that have one. So
right. Yeah. So
it was sad, but at the same time, we're glad to have one.
Yes, very thankful. Yes, it was very shocking to hear the guy built 3 and passed away. So
but you'll see us using that too, because we're gonna try to start using that and see what we get.
Yeah. And so yeah, like we said, we actually have Cody and Satori's because he shipped them both to us. So we have theirs. So we have to give that to them in April when they come to Chicago. So right, they're excited. Cody and Satori, you wanted to come? You're excited? Yes, they're gonna come. They're gonna come hang out with you too. Yes, it's Fred. This is always Fred. Yeah, okay. Yes, Fred. Yes, absolutely. Sherry said, I heard a thump. Probably. That's the other thing. The other activity in the house. Nothing's big yet, like big, but it feels like, before I tell you guys, I said in the last video, it feels like something is boiling just below the surface when you're in here. That's how I feel. I feel very much, at any moment, I'm waiting for the big bang to happen in here. That's what I'm waiting for. As you can hear, I mean, they're very active, like with this stuff. We hear taps, knocks, walking.
Well, we had bought, I don't remember the holiday, but we had bought my mom flowers. We put the flowers in a vase,
Thanksgiving,
partially filled with water, in the middle of the table in the dining room. And I'm in the bathroom getting ready. Lorelei walked by. We were talking about what time we were going to leave. And all of a sudden we hear just a big smash. And we both go back out into the hallway, and there's the flowers thrown like all over the room, and the vase it didn't break. But the vase was on the floor, water everywhere. And it was like, okay, that was very odd. And the table's not on a slant, and there's no vibration. It wasn't. So it made no sense.
It wasn't condensation. It didn't slide. It was on top of I had a doily thing. So.
And then just about a week ago, we had no silverware, no dishes out, nothing out at all. Dishwasher's closed.
Fred.
And all of a sudden you hear, it sounds like somebody dropped a fork or something in the kitchen. And she goes, did you just throw something? I'm like, I'm sitting in a chair watching TV. She goes, there's a fork in the middle of in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
That's what it was. From nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I had put everything away. Dishes were done. Dinner was done. And I was walking through we have a really big kitchen, and I had to go through the kitchen. You have to go to get to the door to go upstairs to the master bedroom. And I got to the door, and I was on the stairs, and it wasn't the cats. The cats were upstairs anyway, but there was no forks.
And they never go on the counters.
Right. And my cats, yeah. And there was nothing out. And it hit behind me on the kitchen floor. Like you could hear it hit. And I was like, and I turned around, and there was the fork laying in the middle of the kitchen. So they're getting a little bit more, now that I'm paying attention to them. When we were moving in, I kind of shut myself down. I shut it all down. I'm like, look, guys, even my spirit group and all that, I'm like, I'm too busy. I'm using too much energy. I need it for, with me having chronic illness. I can't hang out. I can't talk to you guys right now. Just let me get through this. Yes, right, Fred. Let me get through this, and then we'll talk to you. And now I think they know it.
Yeah, Sherry, I agree. They're trying to get our attention.
Absolutely.
It's the same thing. Very first night with the alarm going off. I don't know if you heard that at the beginning, but I mean, there is no doubt. And now the odd thing is like this bell. We could bring this bell out. Like if you came over and we bring it out in this room, that room, anywhere, you get nothing. And now we're in here and the thing is going berserk, whether it's in here, out there. And we've had a couple days where we'll bring it out and we'll be sitting out there and it won't do anything. And she'll start saying, Fred, are you here? And as soon as she says that, now we start getting responses. Thank you. Yep. So we know that there's activity in the house. It's just a matter of now trying to figure out who it is.
Right.
If we can even get that. It could be a number.
I know for a fact, and anybody can say anything they want about me or whatever. I know one of them is definitely Fred, because me and Fred have conversations. And yes, I know that spirit or conscious energy can lie and pretend that there's someone that they're not. But, right. Yes. See, but this is Fred all the way. Fred. John's been active here too. He's with me. But like I said, once I kind of opened the doorway, we know I'm waiting. I know that doorway opens and that it's going to explode in here because you could just feel it all the time. Right. I take a shower. I've never done this in my life. Like, my house had activity and all that I lived in. And here, when I take a shower, I leave the curtain kind of open because I always feel like upstairs someone is standing in that bathroom. When I'm taking a shower, I feel like someone's on the other side of the curtain. Yeah, probably Fred. Is it? Oh, it's you, Fred? Are you with me in the bathroom? Why are you? That's not nice. You don't sit with me in the bathroom. But you get that feeling here all the time. Like I said, remember, it was a spiritualist home. They were having spiritualist meetings here all the time. Seances, the early 1900s. It was in the newspaper. The Munsons were doing this. Frida and Mary, especially the two sisters, when they were living here, they were having these meetings here at this address. And so they were, psychic mediums were here. Like I said, Ouija boards, trumpets, automatic writing. That's all the spiritual stuff. I don't know what they specifically did, but they were calling on spirit quite often here. And, I'm sure they didn't close any doorways. So, let's see. Sherry said, I understand. I have fibromyalgia also. It sucks. I know. I have fibro, the migraines, all that, Hey, Wes. Sherry said Fred knows what he's talking about. Oh, Fred's very smart. Fred knows it all. He's my buddy now. Hi, Uncle Pat. How are you? Hi, everybody. If I missed anybody, hi. Welcome, guys. So, yeah, like I said, we're back. Like I said, I apologize. We kind of, Halloween night.
Oh, yeah.
We went to Joliet Prison. We have the video. We went live, or we thought. And YouTube and a bunch of other people that we know
for over 2 hours.
2 hours, we thought we were live. And YouTube did not broadcast a lot of people on Halloween night. It showed us we were live. It saved the recording, but it didn't tell anybody we were live. It privated everything. So no one even knew we were live, and we didn't even know it. So,
but we dressed for the occasion. I mean, we'll post the photo. Because we did a funny photo when we were leaving the prison.
We still have to go through. We will go through that footage, and if there's anything worth anything on there,
we'll post
evidence. We will post it. We were in jail costumes, not like the IDOC orange. We went old school. The black and white stripe with the caps. We had it on. It's hilarious.
We were. She was climbing the fence, and I was down, like grabbing her, like we were escaping, and it was good. And even the people that were there they were laughing. They thought it was funny.
It was a great night.
And they let us stay an extra hour.
Yeah, they did.
And they turned the lights off, so it was pitch black.
It was great.
It was pitch black running around, and we did get some stuff. Yeah. We did get a little bit of activity.
We were there 9 to 11. We had or a little later than that. No, it was,
No, it was about.
no, I'm sorry. I'm totally wrong. It was 8:30 to 11.
Yeah.
That's right. So Joseph said, does Fred like having an audience? He does.
Apparently.
We've noticed that, like, when we have breakfast in the morning, if I bring the bell out, no matter where I put it in the house, I'll put it in a different spot every time. And if I go, Fred, are you here? Once for yes, twice for no. Me and him will have a 15-minute breakfast conversation, and Jeff's trying to eat his cereal going, like, this, yeah. So Fred, I've already kind of connected with him a lot. And Jeff and I are both, we have Swedish,
History.
Yeah.
Past.
What did not pass? I can't think of the word.
Nationality.
Yeah. So we're both Scandinavian. We're both Swedish, Danish, and Norwegian. One half, the other half of me is German, the other half of him is Italian. So we tell Fred, we're Swedish, Fred. And I speak German and Danish. I don't speak Swedish. So I'm always on my phone, like, translating, and I'm like, I know how to pronounce it. So I try to talk to him in Swedish, and I think he likes that, so, I try to be accommodating and nice, and
those of you who know me know my typical response would be one of these. With the eye roll.
Yeah. And me going, Fred, So, Sherry said, we were out in Gleason, Arizona for Halloween. If you ever visit Arizona, we can make arrangements. Awesome, Sherry. Thank you so much. Fred's like, yes. Thank you so much. Yeah. This year we are already booked for like what we're doing, and that's all we're doing. We're going to be, fingers crossed, like I said, no problem. But our plan is the Eau Claire, Wisconsin Paracon, which is, I think, in April, the Ohio State Reformatory Paracon in May. And then in October, we are going to Cody and Satori's wedding on the East Coast. So that's it. Those are the three things as far as travel that we'll be doing. Everything else will be local. You know what I mean? Like I said, we haven't done Runyon Preserve for you guys yet. We'll be doing the Runyon Cemetery. And we have a lot of places we need to do yet this summer. But for now,
we still want to run and try to get into that cemetery that's behind
which one?
where I was living before, in Darien, the one behind Argonne.
Oh, by Argonne, yeah. St. Patrick's Cemetery on Argonne Laboratory property. It's not their property; it's public property.
Every time we've gone back there, it's been shut down.
Yeah,
so we're going to keep trying to get in there,
and it's supposed to be open to the public. So I'm going to look online and see who I need to contact to be like, hey.
As long as we're not going to be glowing afterwards, we'll go.
Probably. Who knows? Like I said. But yeah, guys, we just wanted to come on again. Like I said, we did a live a couple nights ago. Yes, Fred. Yes, I agree. We did it, and the audio was so bad, I had to immediately take it down because I couldn't even understand what we were saying. It was so garbled, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
And I was even reading the script that pops up, and it was saying wrong stuff.
The closed caption was
completely wrong.
It was like, antelopes in a field at midnight on a Tuesday, and that's not what I said.
We didn't say anything like that at all.
It couldn't understand us, so But yeah, guys, we're gonna do, like I said, as soon as we're waiting. It's getting dark now, so as soon as it gets dark for that, like I said, because we like it, it's less light for us to do the experiment. It's not because go someone come out at night. We need the dark for the bathroom so I can seal as much as I can so no external light gets in that room so we can do the experiment. And yeah, that's about it, guys. And we will, for the winter now, we will be going live. We'll be doing it from home, from here. We've got the most active place that we have. So it's like, we don't need to go anywhere. So we'll be investigating the house. We'll be doing stuff like this, going live with you guys, on probably it's going to be Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then a random night here or there, like today was a Saturday afternoon. I don't like to put specific guidelines or always this time because with my health, I never know if I'm going to have a migraine or my fiber was going to be really bad. So I don't like to commit to a definite time slot or night, so that's why I said, if you subscribe to our YouTube for free, you click on the notification bell. See, notification bell.
Fred's on it.
Fred said it. It'll let you know every time we're live or we upload a video, so you won't miss it. You can always watch it later. Like, so we leave our lives up on YouTube. They stay there. And then you can watch things whenever you want. But yeah, so please go over YouTube and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I think we're at 350 on our YouTube. So we'd like to get to 1,000. That's our goal. It's good to see you guys too. It is. We missed you guys so much, like I said. And yeah, we're going to have like I said, evidence to post for you guys, hopefully even tonight. And we might go live again tonight. So subscribe over there so you can see, because it'll only be on YouTube. It will not be on Facebook. And Sherry said, I'm the same way. Fibro flares suck, especially fibro flares with migraines. Oh yeah, that's me. It's fantastic. So yeah, guys, we're going to go get set up upstairs. And Jeff is the Mr. Yes, Fred's ready. Oh. Fred's going crazy. Okay, Fred, let's go upstairs. Yes, we're going to go upstairs and do it. Are you going to help us, Fred?
If that's a sign that we're going to get anything, that's a good sign.
That's a good sign. Fred, are you going to help us with the experiment, Fred? Maybe it's not Fred. John? Frida? Mary?
Dottie?
It's Fred. I know it. Fred? I don't know who it is. It could be anybody. Who knows? Pick one. I don't know. Herman, Minnie, Izzy, Shanti, all the items I have behind me. Well, hey, it could be hundreds of people. Who knows? And, I'm the one with the portal opened up in my home voluntarily. And it's come on in. As long as you're going to be good and behave, you can stay. If you're not going to be good and behave, you got to leave. So, I welcome all spirits, all conscious energies, elementals, entities are welcome in my home as long as they behave. And I crack the whip, like Jeff told you. And they listen to me. I tell them, knock it off. You be nice. You don't hurt any living creatures in my home. You don't break my stuff, and you don't wake us up. Those are the rules. That's it. If you can live by those rules or unlive by those rules, you're welcome to stay. Yeah, and that's it. So, all right, guys, have a great weekend. We love you guys. We missed you. We'll see you over on YouTube tonight, hopefully. So go over there. And yeah, like I said, see what happens. And if we get any evidence, if we don't go live, we'll upload the evidence tomorrow from what we get from the experiment. Hey, Nick, what's going on? Hi, guys. If you feel like it, please share this. Please share this wherever you'd like. If you feel inclined to do so, we'd love it. And if you're watching us on either my Facebook or on YouTube, we have a Facebook page, The Boo Couple. Please friend request us. The like page nobody uses, nobody sees that stuff. But we have a friend request page. So it's on my page. You can see it in the link. The link, I think, is on our YouTube as well. But if you go on The Boo Couple on Facebook, you'll see our logo over here. And it's the friend request page. Send us a friend request. And you can keep up with what we're doing and my plethora of funny memes, because I have a problem. I have a meme problem. I do. I have a meme problem. So, all right, guys, we love you guys. Take care. We will see you over on YouTube. Have a great weekend. And we'll talk to you guys later. The Boo Couple. Bye, guys.